Well, hello there. Didn't see you there. Welcome. Today, we're gonna talk about the same topic we talked about a few days ago. Because it's near and dear to my heart, and we should talk a bit more about that. So, I'm just gonna roll the intro, and let's talk about it.
Hello, my name is Grumpy. Got the grumpy eye. Got the grumpy. Got the grumpy eye. Got the grumpy. Got the grumpy eye. Got the grumpy eye.
Alright, so first off, let's talk about the channel. The channel has grown as always. You guys are just amazing. I'm already closing to like 2,000 subscribers, and thank you for that. I love you. And I know that, like, I don't know how to show you that, but like most of you that are watching are not even subscribed, which is just a shame. You're just peeping toms and that's it. But yeah, you can see the revenue here. Like it's basically nothing. But since I'm talking about this cam, I guess I'm gonna go do this cam. So since I'm talking about the revenue, I should probably mention my sponsors. And the sponsors of today's video are, and you guessed it, you guys, the patrons. You guys are fucking amazing. It's really awkward looking at that camera. You guys are really amazing, and I love you, and thank you for all the support. If you want to support the channel, there's gonna be a link down in the info section of the video. You can click on it and you can support the channel through Patreon, basically. So let's talk about the main topic of this video, and the main topic of this video is gonna be, of course, PvP. I'm not really good at it. Like, I'm decent, and that's it. Like, I'm not the best. Oh yeah, by the way, since we're talking about that, I should probably mention, check my previous video. It's a song that I released. It's pretty good. I played all the instruments and wrote all the music and the lyrics and sang and all of that and produced and mixed and blah blah blah. You're gonna probably like it if you're into like metal and heavy music, but I have a bunch of different kinds of songs on my channel already, but you can like check them out. Anyway, there's a bunch of like kills over there. I think I had 69 in the end, giggity. And yeah, like I am okay-ish in PvP. Currently with this PC, it's really a struggle. You can even see like my OBS actually has better frames than like what I'm seeing while I'm recording, which is just like crazy, but it is how it is. And my like PC is currently really holding me back from like understanding like what am I doing, because I tend to overshoot people when I'm trying to shoot at them, or even if I'm moving towards them. This is a huge ass fucking digression, but you'll understand why I'm talking about this. So the whole game just slows down and like speeds back up, and I can't really like focus like that, and it's really weird. But with a new PC, hopefully at some point this year, maybe it's gonna get better, and I'm gonna get better frames, because PvPing in 12 FPS is not really like a great fucking thing. But why I want to talk about PvP? If you watched my video from a few days ago, I said that Star Citizen is a PvP game, and I still stand by that, but I wanna add one more thing. Maybe I should have said that it's a PvE game, but when I say E, I mean everything and everybody. Because, yeah, of course, there's like environment that you're gonna fight. There are like NPCs and all of that. But people are obviously gonna be your main threat, and that's how it needs to be. And the reason why I'm talking about this right now, and again, is because people are still raging about this. Like you'll see in a second. I'm gonna show you the screen. It is just like amazing. Like even on Reddit and on Spectrum, of course, people are still like debating this, even though it's not even fucking debatable. So let me just switch to the other screen. Okay, so yeah, like you can see PvP play, fucking. People are upset about PvP, blah blah blah, like PvP and more PvP, and you open those topics and you see like hundreds and hundreds of fucking comments, and people like still debating should it be like that, and like I don't know, like what. Okay, so I'm trying on this channel, I'm trying not to talk about stuff that's maybe gonna happen in the future. Probably, but we don't know when and we don't know if it's gonna happen. But let's go into the fucking La La Land and talk about stuff that's gonna happen according to CAG, but soon, but we don't know when. So first off, the main thing that's gonna happen, that's gonna support my logic here, is that at some point we're probably gonna get more systems. With server meshing and them like working on server meshing and making it better, we're gonna get more and more systems. First system that we're gonna get is gonna be Pyro. Next one is gonna be Nyx. At some point we're gonna get Sol and all of those systems. So why is this important? Pyro is gonna be completely lawless, and with this like reputation system that they announced, my only guess is that, like, of course there are no like security forces on Pyro, but from my understanding, with this reputation system, at some point, if you're good to the pirates over there that are living there, and the NPC pirates, they're not gonna attack you, but they're gonna defend you, and they're gonna act like security to you, if you are a pirate, if you are a red player. If you're not, there's probably gonna be factions there that are gonna fight each other, and you're gonna have to choose a side, but whatever. Yeah, I'm going deep into like imaginary land. But Stanton, on the other hand, is a bit more lawful, and of course it doesn't have the best security because it's not Sol, but it has a lot of security. And you have just one Grimhex, or the pirate outpost, and you have a prison, and you have like each planet has its own security forces, and those security forces are gonna be much better when server meshing comes around. I like my stomach, dude, like, because I'm talking about things that are maybe gonna happen at some point. Like, my stomach is just like, I'm gonna puke, because like this is so not me. But this could explain what's happening right now, and in the end I'm gonna tell you what is the main thing that you should be concerned about. So let me go through the bullshit stuff already. So you're gonna have a bunch of systems. Sol is gonna be the best defended system and the system with most security. Therefore, basically, probably nobody's gonna attack you there. But maybe they're gonna attack you, and here's why. Cause like risk and reward, right? So for pirates, it is the biggest risk, but it should be the biggest reward, right? So in Pyro, well, most of you players that don't want to PvP, you shouldn't go to Pyro because you're going to get attacked constantly over there. But with Pyro being there, once we get it, of course, you should be like a bit more like relieved, because most PvPers are gonna hang out there because nobody wants to end up a clasher. Like, it's fairly easy to escape from it when you know, and when you're lucky and when you don't bug out or like whatever. But nobody wants to end up there. Everybody just wants to hop into the ship again and do it again and again because it's fun, and that is what is fun for most of us. And getting better at it is more and more fun. But on that topic, one thing should concern you, and that is the death of a spaceman. Now, if you don't know what death of a spaceman is, don't worry, because nobody fucking knows, not even Chris Roberts himself. So that was announced back in 2012, and that's the thing that I have like most like gripes about, and it was supposed to be like permadeath, but not anymore. It's not permadeath anymore. You're not gonna lose everything, you're gonna just lose something, but we don't know what things. You're gonna lose equipment, probably gonna lose components, maybe some ships that you bought in the game, hopefully. And you're gonna do like a soft character resets, because your character died, and then his stuff is like his next of kin is gonna take his stuff and whatever bullshit. I really don't like it. I think it's an unnecessary thing in this game, especially when it comes to PvP, and here is why. First off, it's gonna slow things down a lot. Secondly, how the fuck are you gonna learn PvPing if you don't die a lot? How, like, everything in life that you learn in games, whatever you need to learn in games, you learn by dying. Take Counter-Strike, for instance, or Fortnite, or Dark Souls, or whichever game. Like, even in Super Mario, you need to die to learn how to jump over obstacles. Like, that's how fucking gaming works from, like, back in the whatever 70s that we had like first games like the Space Commander stuff and Pong and all that. So you gotta lose so you can learn. But if you die 5 times in this game, apparently at some here's my stomach again. At some point, Jesus, this is really hurting me. But yeah, at some point, we are gonna have that thing that's gonna be called Death of a Spaceman, and when the Spaceman dies 5 times, you're gonna lose stuff, and that's really bad, and that is really concerning because I don't know if you saw my stats on Star Citizen, if you could see my stats, or I don't know, Avenger 1 stats, or Salty Mike stats, or whoever wants to PvP and whoever learned PvPing and whoever tried it and failed and tried it, he died a lot. And yes, at some point, and here goes my stomach again, we're not just gonna die, our ships are gonna be disabled and all of that, but still you will die to people that want to kill you, right? So even in life, if you fucking get burnt on a stove, you're not gonna touch it anymore. If you get stung by a bee, you're not gonna like put your face into a fucking beehive, right? So you gotta learn things by getting hurt. You gotta learn things by getting killed in games. And that's how it should be. But no, Chris says, we are gonna have a soft permadeath system, which is really concerning for PvPers. First off, it's gonna like slow down the game completely, because when you get killed 5 times, you will need to go through a character reset thing, and you will need to gather your belongings and all of that stuff, and you will need to like get your inventory and see and look like, okay, I lost these components and lost these ships, okay, blah blah blah, and like, but you just want to go out on the fucking battlefield and help your friends that are fighting the other, like the enemy or whatever, the other org, and it is really concerning, and I like that's some of the reasons why I dislike the whole mechanic that they are imposing. But that said, maybe that's gonna slow down PvPers, and that's gonna like make them like think a bit more, but I believe that is really counterproductive, because we already know who the best PvPers are. It's a fairly small community, and I don't know, there's maybe 600,000 players playing this game with a bunch of like alt accounts and all that, but maybe we have a million. Let's say we have a million. But if we have a million, how the fuck am I seeing the same people over and over again on all the servers? Like, I'm playing basically every day and I'm seeing the same people. But, okay, so I know that Avenger 1, for instance, is gonna wreck me in every fight. Even if I get better, and I get better and better every day, he is also getting better and better every day. And I'm not really, like, at some point, maybe I'm gonna get, like, close to that, but I'm still no fucking Avenger 1, right? And, like, he's gonna wreck me in every fight. And how do I combat that? I can only run. But at some point they're gonna redo the flight mechanics, and we're gonna have like different speeds, and you're not gonna be able to run away that easily. So like, why would I even engage in a fight? And that's gonna break the PvP community, because first off, nobody's gonna learn how to PvP, because who wants to fucking die and reset their character every fucking time when they die? And secondly, like, why would I even PvP in real life or in real like circumstances? Let me change the camera, because this one is really boring. But like, why would I even try to do that when I know that I'm gonna get wrecked, and or that there is like a huge fucking possibility of me getting wrecked. I know of people, and I'm also one of those people. Whenever we don't play for like a week or 2 weeks or whatever, we lose control, and we don't really know how to PvP anymore. So I mean, we do know. We are still like better than most people, if I can say that, but we're not at our best. And after a while, with all of that, PvP is gonna like die out unless you have like a huge org or at least like 5 people, and you know that you're attacking a single guy, a miner that can't really defend himself. So that kind of PvP is gonna be really fucking boring. And like, why would you even go to Jumptown and try to like completely close it and ask for money like I did, if somebody's gonna show up? And people did show up, bigger orgs that wrecked me, because I was mostly soloing Jumptown. Sometimes my org joined me, but it was like 4 to 5 people tops, and then like there's an org with fucking 16 people that comes there, and we can take out like 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. But like at some point, some of us are gonna die, and that's how it works. And why would I even fucking engage in a fight if death of a spaceman is a thing? So yeah, that is the most concerning thing about this game, and that is the thing that they should really think about and leave it be before going deeper into that, because there's no fucking reason in having that. But that said, I'm still standing behind what I said, and I know that PvPers are currently keeping the game alive. Yes, there are a bunch of new players that want to try mining, they want to try a bunch of shit, but in the end, whoever tried PvP, whoever tried piracy, whoever tried like vigilante work like my org does, or security work like my org does, after all the mining and after all the PvEing or PvNPCing and all of that, it becomes really stale and boring, and then you go into PvP and then you're like, okay, so this is where this game shines. Because there is no other game that has PvP as good as Star Citizen, and as like exciting, and as like, you never know what's gonna happen. Even if you know the guy and you know that you're better, maybe he pulls like a maneuver, or he calls a friend and both of them wreck you. Maybe you wreck both of them. You never know what's gonna happen. Maybe there's a ballista, maybe there's a bug that they know about and you don't, and they're gonna exploit it. Yeah, that's like the current state of the game. But at some point, well, maybe that's not gonna happen. But still, that is the most like exciting thing about this game. So I firmly believe that people, and you people that are against it, need to learn how to defend yourself, and like before that of a spaceman comes around, because when it does, you're not gonna have the best time, because you're gonna have people like the Mongrels or the Avenger 1 or the Chaos Squad or whatever. You're gonna have people like that. They're gonna pirate you, that they're gonna seize like Jumptown, and you're not gonna you're not gonna make a conga line when they're there. You're gonna have me destroying everybody that doesn't want to pay me to be there, etc, etc. So I had like I saw like comments on the last video, and I was like griefing and all of that. No, like, I'm not a fucking griefer. I don't like go and pad ram. I don't kill people just for the fun of it. I kill people for the fucking interaction. So let me explain what happened yesterday on Jumptown. Just one interaction. So first off, I was asking for 200k for people to do business on Jumptown. If you want to do business on Jumptown, if you want to take those boxes and fly them away, you can if you pay me 200k. Most people didn't want to pay me. And okay, so there was a guy in a Freelancer Max, I was in a Sentinel. he came there, he stopped, he saw me, I had my EMP out, ready. And I told him, dude, it applies to you too. You need to pay if you want to land and if you want to do business on Jumptown. And he was like, okay, how much? And I said 200K. And he was like, I don't have 200K, I have 50. And I was like, okay, it's World War III. A guy's got to eat. Give me your 50K. Because I was just like, I was having fun. And I said, like, give me your 50K. And he was like, okay, give me a second. He locked me with fucking missiles, fired missiles. I flared, moved to the side, missiles went past me, and I like shot him and he died. And afterwards he said, dude, you're good. And I was like, yeah, it wasn't really a fight, you were in a fucking Freelancer Max. But day after, or today, or maybe that was 2 days ago, it doesn't really matter. So next thing that happens, I was doing the same thing. I was asking for 200K because you can earn a lot more if you have boxes and you sell those boxes. Because I'm gonna let you do that for however long you want to, because I don't fucking care about that money. I just care about the player interaction. And then some people came, they tried, I killed them, and then they were like, okay, can we negotiate? And I was like, yeah, okay, we can. I can let you through. I'm not gonna shoot you this time if you pay. And they paid. And they landed and they felt safe. They had a bunch of like boxes and loaded a bunch of boxes inside their ships and went and sold them. And instead of paying me 200K, one of the guys paid like 220. And he was like, yeah, like thank you for the player interaction, because it was actually nice for a change. It was actually different than just like doing conga lines, and he actually felt safe. At some point another orc came and they destroyed us, and there was like just the 3 of us there, and there were like 6 of them, and they were better. And I was like, okay, we lost Jumptown, and that's it. Like, you gain some, you lose some, and that's how gaming should work. That's how MMO, like, there's no MMO out there like this one, but that's the fucking point of it. And that's why that whole thing is fucking amazing. And that's why it shouldn't change at all. Like, okay, there's some changes that to be done like here and there, but PvP should stay there, and it should not be separated from PvEing. It should not be separated from cargo haulers. It should not be separated from miners. Because if you wanna pirate a miner, if you want to pirate a cargo hauler, you can't do that if he's on a PvE server or shard or whatever. You can only do that if he is passing right next to you. And that's it. And guys, like seriously, I'm not the only YouTuber, content creator, and whatever that is gonna say this. If you want to play this game, you need to understand the PvP is a part of this game. You gotta understand that you're gonna get pirated. So most of the pirates that I know of are gonna ask you for money. Just give them their fucking money and continue with your day, sell your Contanium or whatever, and you're gonna have... You're still gonna earn money, because most of them are reasonable and they just want the player interaction experience. But most of the miners or the cargo haulers don't wanna fucking pay. If you don't wanna pay, you're gonna get destroyed. If you don't wanna pay and you don't wanna get destroyed, hire some fucking muscle. Hire some security to like protect you from the pirates, even though if they're like, if they don't attack you, you're still gonna have people there. And like, the way we set up the whole thing with our org is we get paid for just being there, and that's like one rate, and the other rate is when we actually get engaged, and then we like count the combat hours per person from our org that was like engaged in the combat. So there's a bunch of ways that you can do that stuff, and it is an actual, like, even outside of the game, it is a pretty cool experience to talk to the people and have those like deals, and like why don't you do that? Why just go complain on Spectrum or Reddit that like PvPers are ruining the game for you, the game that is not a single player game? If you want to play a single player game, go play another game. If you want to play Star Citizen but single player, wait for Squadron 42. If you want to play fucking Star Citizen, then you need to understand these things. And that is it. That is it. PvP should not be separated from PvEers or from the rest of the game. And in the end, you need to understand this, even if it does. Do you really think the CAG is gonna give the PvEers on like different shards that they're gonna give them Jumptown just to make conga lines and make a lot of money? They're not. Do you think that like Xenothreat or Ninetales or whatever is gonna be that easy without the threat of other people? It's not. It's probably not even gonna run. Like, do you think you're gonna like earn a lot of money for selling your Quintanium on a PvE server? It's just like it is not reasonable. It shouldn't be like that. You need a high risk to get a high reward, and that's basically how all the games work right now. And don't call someone a griefer just because he killed you. Don't call someone a bastard or an N-word like I got called a bunch of times just because I was better than somebody else. Don't be fucking salty. It's just a game. Why you have to be mad? It's only game. And yeah, like that is it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Like, I have nothing else to say on this topic. It's really stupid that I like needed to make another video about this. To be honest, I didn't even know what to talk about. So yeah, thank you Spectrum and thank you Reddit for the topic. And yeah, go watch my new song or listen to my new song and watch the video that I made. It's awesome. And yes, I am gonna do a bunch of PvP how-tos when I get the new PC, because yeah, I'm still waiting for the fucking they told me January, then they told me fucking February, then they told me end of February, but now it's the start of March. But then I asked them and they fucking said that it's gonna be there hopefully in 15 days. So, like, yeah, at some point when I get better frames, I'm gonna get better and I'm gonna do videos for you explaining with all the ships that I bought. I'm gonna explain tactics and what you need to do and how to PvP and how to get better at it. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and don't forget to bring a towel when you're traveling through space, and I love you and kisses and goodbye. Mwah.